Hello, I'm live. I wasn't gonna go live today, but honestly, it's been such a crazy day, and I'm going live after all, so I can kind of catch you guys up. It's been such a insane day. I just went and picked up some groceries from Harris Teeter. Um, there probably won't be a lot of people in this live because I literally wrote on my community that we weren't doing a live today. But honestly, with how the day went, I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and do a live later on. Why not? Give me 1 second. Boom. Okay. But yeah, it's been quite a busy day. We have a lot to chat about. But I thought I would do kind of like a little grocery haul on live since I just got my groceries. And I also want to show you guys something I bought this past weekend. Um, But so this past weekend was pretty cool. My husband and I, we planned a little trip, and we ended up going to Charlotte, North Carolina, and it was so much fun. I did film quite a bit, so there will definitely be a video on that coming probably this week. I have so much editing to do, if I'm being honest. I'm pretty behind editing Vlogmas videos, and also just like filming Vlogmas. I kind of like took some days off just because it was it's just been very crazy with work since it's the end of the year. I think there's just like a lot happening, so I've just been a little bit busier than normal. So I'm trying to kind of not overfill my cup, and I'm trying to be mindful, but it's definitely been busy. So I've been lacking with my YouTube, so I apologize for that. Good morning, Greg. How I said good morning. Good evening, Greg. How are you? I'm glad you caught the live too. I wasn't gonna go live today, but I decided that a lot happened this morning, so I was like, why not just go live after all and catch you guys up? So we here in Charleston actually had a flash flood warning, and I did not know that we were gonna have a flash flood warning because my husband and I were in North Carolina this past weekend, and we did like a little weekend trip. It was super fun. And so today or this morning we ended up driving back, and it was so crazy because I left my car at work and then we drove my husband's car, and then we were picking up my car on the way back. That was the plan. And so we woke up. We were going to do yoga this morning, but the weather just didn't look that good. And honestly, we were like, the class isn't until 9 o'clock. Let's just get an early head start. We ended up waking up at like 6:30 this morning. So we ended up heading out. I think around like 7:30ish, we headed back home to Charleston. And traffic was like nothing. Traffic was fine. And then it rained. I'm not even kidding. It's about a 3-hour drive for us from Charleston to Charlotte. It rained for 3 hours, the full 3-hour drive. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, man, it's been raining like a lot. And then, so as we're driving, we have to go to my job to get my car. And literally, it was madness. Like, I'm talking like the roads were like flooded with water. It was so scary. And we saw this kind of after the fact. So we picked up my car. And so I get my car. My husband's like, are you sure you feel comfortable driving in this? Like, it's still raining super bad at this point. And I'm like, yeah, like I'll be fine. No big deal. Like in my head, I'm like, it's just rain. Like it'll be fine. I wish I would have said no to that because fast forward, we're literally driving out and the roads are covered. It like within that 5 minutes of getting my car, the roads, I mean, maybe where we were, it just wasn't bad yet. But as we're driving down, the roads started flooding. There were on the other side of the lanes, there was cars coming towards me, and there were trucks literally like filled with water to the top of their like hood of their car. And I was just like freaking out because I drive a little car, and I'm just like, my car is gonna get stuck. Like I'm gonna be stuck. And So we continue to go. We're like, okay, we go past two. I have to go through two big, I literally puddles of rain, and my car, like, it probably like over my tires at this point is like how bad it is. And so I'm going, get through that. And then we're driving, and my husband's like, okay, we're past that one. We're good. I'm on the phone with him at this point, and he's like further ahead than me. And he's like, oh, shoot, there's another like area where you're going to have to go through, and it's pretty deep. And I'm like, okay, no big deal. Like, I got this. I start panicking at this point because it was so nerve-wracking, and it was just like my car's so little, and the water is just like continuing to get higher and higher. And so we get past it, and then we're on a bridge. We get to the bridge, and literally we get to a complete stop, and Josh and Rex just came inside. We get to a complete stop, and I think we're there for like over an hour waiting, and just kind of like waiting for something to happen. We get off the bridge finally, but then we're at a halt. And I was just thankful to not be on the bridge anymore, because when you're on the bridge, you're kind of like, you can feel it like swaying. And just like, it just stresses me out. I don't know. I get motion sickness really easy too. And I'm also like trapped on a bridge, and then below you is the ocean. That's just not ideal. So we get past that, and then we get to another stop. And at this point, it's just like nothing's happening. So then Josh is staring at me. And then at this point, there's like people getting out of their cars. They're like walking around. And then there's like a hotel nearby, and people start pulling into that parking lot to park there. And I don't know, for some reason, I just didn't want to do that. I just was like, I don't want to park in that parking lot. And thank goodness I didn't, because it ended up being flooded. And the cars that were parked there were literally, the water was like to their door. Oh my gosh, the boys are playing. By boys, I mean my husband and Rex. They like chase each other around. So we literally, like, I'm freaking out, and then people are starting to like pull off on the side of the road at this point, and I'm just like, what is happening? Like, why are people parking on the grass? Like, that's weird. And so this person comes up to my husband, and he's like, I have to get my wife like off the road. I don't know if it's wife, but he's like, I have to get her off the road. And so she parks, and then my husband is like, okay, well, I'm gonna park so that we have a spot. So he pulls off to the road, and then he figures out he can like stand up on the car, and he sees that it's like really bad. There's like, it basically looked like a lake on the road. It looked like a lake. It was crazy. And I do have some videos of it, which was scary. But so my husband parks on the grass, and then we come to the conclusion that maybe it would be smarter, since he drives an SUV, for him to swap me places where I leave my car, and then we drive his car, essentially, because there's no way we're like staying on this road. Like, we have to go. And so I'm trying to find the photo of it. And so we swap places, and it's really crowded at this point. And then I get in the car with him, and I felt so much better not having to drive, just because I was panicking. I'm not good in those situations at all. I try to stay like chill, because there's nothing you can really do in that situation, except for like, it's better to stay calm rather than freak out. But I was starting to get like a little anxious, just because I'm not the best driver and driving in those situations. So here you can kind of see it. This is a road, and it's just covered with water, and it was just so crazy, and it was so scary. And I felt bad for everyone that was stuck on the bridge behind us. And just like, there were some cars that were so tiny, and I don't even actually know what they ended up doing. And so we get to a point where they determined that cars can get through, but there were two cars that were stuck, which was crappy. I felt bad for them, because I don't think it's very good for your car to be just sitting in like covered in water. And so the guy comes, and he's like, they're basically making lanes for people to like park on the grass or like get over, so then people that want to try to make it through can get through. And so the guy asked my husband, do you want to try to make it? And Josh is like, well, do you think like our car can make it? And he's like, I just saw another car, same model as you, and they made it, so you should be good. And so we go for it, and we made it, and it was fine. And then so my husband was driving, and there was probably like 4 or 5 cars behind him, and it was so funny because like as we're getting to like the last moment of it, my husband like puts his hand out and he's like this, like we made it, and everyone else like did it too. And it was just kind of like a relief after that because it's just like we made it. But we are safe, we are okay, we're home. My car is still on the side of the road, so hopefully my car's name is Bullet. Hopefully Bullet's okay. I'm sure she is. She's safer than if I were to try to drive her through, is all I'm telling myself, because if I tried to drive that car through that, I would not have made it. It's not happening. So we made it home. I hope anyone and everyone who is getting affected by this weather right now is okay and safe. And I definitely don't recommend going out and driving towards that area. We did just go pick up groceries, but we had passed where the grocery store was, and we saw that it was safe, and we looked on the maps and everything. So we made the decision to go get groceries. And I did make a menu for the week, and then I kind of want to show you guys what I got. But yeah, it's been a crazy morning. We had 3 hours of driving in like straight rain and like thunder, and I'm talking like the rain was so hard that I couldn't see in front of me, and thankfully my husband was driving and he could see, but I don't have very good eyesight, so I'm just like sitting there like trying to look, and I'm like, I don't know how you're driving well right now because I can't even see in front of me. Thankfully, it's pretty much a straight shot from Charlotte to Charleston. It's like a one-way. You really don't like turn off or go anything crazy. But yeah, we had such a awesome weekend, but then like today was just like so crazy. I mean, still a good day. I'm glad we made it home safe, but it was kind of wild. And the reason I didn't do a live this morning was because we were traveling back from Charlotte. And honestly, the way it was raining, my service was not very, very good. But I do want to tell you guys what the menu for the week is, kind of share with you. Hopefully this can give you some meal inspo. I feel like for a while there, I was kind of like on like a food rut of like, oh, what should I cook? I wasn't feeling inspired to cook, but now I'm like back and very excited to be cooking and just trying new recipes again. So for breakfast, I'm doing my green juice, my ginger shots. I actually have those pre-made. Last time I ordered, they gave me like double. I don't know if it was, whenever I looked, it just like the size-wise, it just ended up being too much. I think I might have ordered too much, and I didn't want to waste it. So what I did was I divided it into Ziploc bags, and then I put it in the freezer so that I could use it again. So my ginger shots and green juice are basically already prepped. I just have to get them out and then put it in the blender, which is going to be pretty nice and easy because usually it's a pretty long process to like get all that cleaned and stuff. And then for breakfast, like food-wise, I'm going to do sausage, eggs, and sweet potato hash. So that's going to be good. It's super quick and just like I throw it in the microwave in the mornings. Greg said, lots of rain headed your way the next few days. Stay safe. Thanks, Greg. Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be a few days of this, of just like the gloomy weather, unfortunately. Hopefully it'll clear up before Christmas when my family comes to visit, but we'll see. And then for lunch, I'm doing chicken, Brussels, and sweet potatoes, just keeping it super easy. I like to keep it super easy for my lunches. And then I'm also going to do an egg roll bowl, which is basically just like the slaw mix. It's like a deconstructed egg roll. It's just like an egg roll bowl. They're really good. And then for dinners, I'm doing orange chicken with chicken thighs, broccoli, and peppers, salmon and veggies, and a chicken burrito. I'm very excited for the chicken burrito. So that is our menu for the week, kind of chill menu. Hopefully nothing too strenuous to cook. I'm like, what's like a good, easy meal? And all of those I feel like are good and easy. Hi, Mom. What's up? I was talking a mile a minute. I was thirsty. Greg said, it's raining here in the Bay Area. We need it. Yeah, I will say the one thing, even though it's raining, I am happy we're getting rain because my garden really needed it. I actually came back and all of my like little spices outside, like my basil and cilantro, are like thriving right now because I feel like they got a lot of rain, which is they needed it. So I need to get these groceries. I just realized my groceries are just sitting here, and I probably should put them in the refrigerator. So I got chicken thighs for our chicken, our orange chicken. Hey, get down. And then I think I got 2 of these. I got some. This is just like pork sausage, but I just use it in my like breakfast. Let's see if I can position y'all a little better. Oh, there we go. There we go. I always use one bag for like my trash bag whenever I'm putting groceries away. So there's that one is gonna be my trash bag. Oh no. There we go. Rex. Did everyone have a good weekend this weekend? I had such a good time in Charlotte. It is so cool there. It was my very first time ever visiting North Carolina and staying in Charlotte, and I had so much fun. The food, the people, the vibes of like the city. It was very electric there. The energy was really nice, and it was a cool change of pace to see how it is there. It gives me very much a mix of Atlanta and Austin vibes. And we hung out in the Noda and Plaza Midtown area, and those were both really, really cool. I want to say we were in the Uptown area as well the first night, and we had some really good food. The food scene was really one of my favorites. I had some bao buns, and I got the pork belly, of course, and they were amazing. Got a jalapeno here for my bowls, and then I got 2 apples. I'm trying to do my 80-20 rule and kind of stick at it a little bit better this week because I know with a holiday I'm definitely going to be having a lot more fun food. So for this week I was trying to be a little bit mindful of the 80-20 with my food. So I got a lot of whole foods in this grocery trip, and I'll probably meal prep after this live. But I got some green onions. These are going to be really good with my egg roll bowl, and I also think with the orange chicken this would be good, so I'll probably end up using all of these up for those 2. And I got some ground turkey. This is again for the egg roll bowl. So I'm almost out of my water. What did I do with my water intake today? I was so hungry whenever we were stuck on the bridge, and I always carry snacks on me, like always. I think that's just like from teaching and working in childcare. Like I'm just like trained to always have snacks on me. And so the snacks were in my husband's car, and I was just like, dang it, man. He has the snacks. And then whenever we finally like switched over to like his car, I pulled out the snacks and he's like, that is so good. I'm like, I have one for you too. So we each had our little popcorn snack. And they were really good. It was a different brand that I hadn't tried before. Then I got some broccoli. Avocado mash. This is my favorite. This is the 3-color deli coleslaw. This is what I use for the egg roll bowls. And last time I bought 2 bags of this. I didn't realize how big it is, and I only bought 1 this time because we don't need 2 of these. And it ends up making a lot. So if you're cooking for more than 2 people, then probably 2 would be good. But since it's just Josh and I just get the 1 bag. I need to, my mom, you're in this chat. I need to plant my baby broccoli. My broccoli is actually growing up there, but I need to just plant it in the garden. So I gotta do that this week. I don't know with all the rain if that's a good move, but we'll see. Oh wow, I never got them in this packaging before. I thought they were giving me the mini ones, but this is perfect. I only needed 2 peppers anyway, so 2 peppers for our bowl. And then I got double Brussels sprouts because I love Brussels sprouts. So I'll probably make all of these for our lunches, honestly, because that'll get us through the week. And then I got some cucumbers. I love eating the cucumbers with the avocado mash. It's a great snack. And then I got some corn. I'm gonna try to do this on the stovetop and get it really crispy. And then maybe add some lime and some tahini to it to make it spicy. So, and the jalapeno I have will be good. I ended up getting these cassava flour, the Spadiciete brand. I've tried to make them homemade before, but they did not turn out. So I spend the money to get the ones that are frozen. So I just heat them up and it's easy for me. Whoa, that gave me a lot of ginger. Then I got 2 things of ginger. My family's coming on Friday night. Some of them are coming Friday night and the rest are coming this weekend. And so I thought, why not make some ginger shots to have, because for Thanksgiving I ended up getting sick. So I'm like, maybe if I have my ginger shots this time, I won't get sick. So I'm not getting sick this time. I'm telling myself. I'm putting it out there that I'm not going to get sick. So, I'm so excited. I'm glad they had these in stock. Last time they were out of stock when I tried to order these. They're the white chocolate macadamia nut, and they're the mini Cliff Bars. I don't know. Do you guys feel this way? For me, the big Cliff Bars are just too much. But these mini ones are perfect. They're easy to throw in your purse or your backpack or whatever. And so I like these a lot. It comes with 20 of them too, which I think is good. And then I got the mini Go Macro bars, and these are peanut butter chocolate chip. I also love these. And let's see. I actually want to see. I don't remember if I've had the minis of these. Oh yeah. See, they're just they're the perfect size. So I got these. I want to check on these too, actually. Oh yeah. They're the same size as these. Yeah, they're little. I need to stock back up on my snacks. And so I started with those. And then Target has a few of these. Can't think of the brand. It's the Target brand. And they have them, and they're kind of like the Cliff Bars, but they're a lot cheaper. Or I'm sorry, not the Cliff Bars. They're the RX bars that I really like. But RX bars are very pricey, and honestly, it's just I don't know. Sometimes I don't want to spend almost $2.50 for a bar. I think with tax it ends up being $3. So I'm gonna try the Target ones out and see if I'm sure they're gonna taste similar. And then I got 3 sweet potatoes. These are massive. I'm glad. I was gonna get 4, but then I was 3 should be fine. And definitely these will be perfect. I also got some salsa for our burrito. And I also, when I make my breakfast hash, I kind of like to add salsa with it too. So yay! I got my bananas. I've been loving eating a banana in the morning on my way to work. I just feel like it keeps me full, and it's so good, getting all the potassium. Ooh. And then I got some garlic. I what I do is every time I buy these, I actually take the time to like peel them, because I find that if it's an easy grab and it's already peeled, I'm more likely to use it. And I love using fresh garlic and everything. So that'll be a project for today for me to go through and like clean these up and get them in a little jar. And then, oh, I like how they put all my citrus in one instead of like each putting a small bag. I feel like that makes more sense, just using one bag rather than like 3. So I got 2 lemons, 2 limes. I just like having for my lemon water, and then for the for the burritos I'm gonna make. And then I got 2 oranges. This will be for the ginger shots, and then one of these lemons will also go with my ginger shots. And then I got a big bag of onions. I love cooking with onions. I just feel like it's really good to like give your food flavor. I don't know. I used to not like onions, and recently I've just been like, everything I cook, I add onion to. So, and what is this? Oh, black beans for the burrito. So I'm going to do the corn, the black beans, the salsa, and then obviously the cassava flour. And then I'll probably use some of that chicken, the chicken thighs for the burritos. So that is the grocery haul. Let's show you guys what it looks like right now. It's kind of just all thrown. But yeah, I'm having a good Sunday. And I know I said I wasn't going to go live, but honestly, I wanted to go live. And then I didn't think it would happen with the drive and everything. And it kind of just worked out that I got to do a little surprise live. So if you're watching this live right now, I appreciate you. If you're watching this later, I also appreciate you. But I'm very excited because Christmas is literally in a few days, and I'm very excited to see my family and do some baking and all that kind of stuff. So thank you guys again for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas if I don't talk to you before then. And definitely stay tuned. I'll be having a few videos coming out, probably one tomorrow and then another one Wednesday. But yeah, I hope you all have a beautiful week, a great day, and I just love you guys. Bye.